A woman who raised over $40,000 on GoFundMe is now being charged with theft by deception.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
All right, let's get it. Listen, so if you may have heard or not, you know the brick lady, right? The woman that came out of nowhere like a few years back with the video acting like she got hit with a brick and all that shit. And she was like in the video talking about, oh, all these black men around here and nobody, they didn't help me or anything. It's just like, really? You went that way with it? All right, cool. Anyway, yeah, the chick has some ulterior motives from the jump. You can already tell. But yeah, this right here from the tweet of Daphne. I want to thank DA Keith Hudson, Houston, and the Houston police for having me there and keeping me safe while I testified against Rhoda. We did it. She was found guilty. Her consequences: 90 days in jail, inpatient substance abuse treatment, full restitution of $42,000, 10 years probation, and that $42,000 is more than likely to compensate for the $40K that she scammed off of people off of GoFundMe. 10 years probation, 10-year social media ban. Oh, that's gonna hurt her more than anything. If she violates even one time, she will serve 10 years in prison. Damn. To all my haters, what do you have to say now? I'm listening, blah, blah, blah. So damn, bro. Listen, look, man, like, that social media ban's gonna sting her ass. Because when I tell you that this is a chick that cannot live without attention, and this is a chick that cannot live without attention. I don't think there's been one time she's been on camera and has not instinctively started shaking her ass. She has no other qualities besides being a scamming tether. It is what it is. Because yeah, she's Somalian and all that. But yeah, she got the belt for this. And now let's get to the context and go a little bit more in depth of what happened with this lady.
A woman who raised over $40,000 on GoFundMe is now being charged with theft by deception.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Rhoda Osmond told cops that she was hit in the face with a brick outside a Houston club after she refused to give out her phone number. But footage capturing the incident does not support Rhoda's report, according to charging documents. And cops say a similar GoFundMe was created in 2020 where she claimed to be assaulted with no reports on record. GoFundMe told an NBC affiliate that the fundraiser has been removed from their platform and Rhoda has been banned from creating future fundraisers.
So yeah, for all the people that don't think that shit is real, etc., that stuff was real. She really is a scamming tether. And I can go much more deep into her psychology, but I don't feel like diving deep into this woman in any regard. She's just, I don't even know how to explain it. She's something you don't want to touch. She's something you don't want to deal with. She's something you don't even really want to look at for real, because it's just a headache. But what this video has kind of been was going to be about, you know, Consciously, the guy that was in the video for that girl Mona Leo. Yeah, Mona Leo. And Mona Leo had this song recently called Sexy Solon. And if you don't know what a Solon is, it's basically a foundational Black American. And she starts off in the song talking about Sexy Solon, Black American princess. Really, really going out trying to ride the coattails of the whole Black American delineation movement. And then she comes out and she's just like, she's on some other shit basically. And it's just like, Now the thing is, when you go on those interviews with Mona Leo, she's talking about trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm not on that hating other black people shit. You know, the way she's trying to make it seem like is like she's just about being a Black American and not about hating on other black people, which I understand completely and fully. But you're kind of misrepresenting what foundational Black Americans are really about when you're sitting there trying to act like all we're doing is sitting there calling people tethers all day, being combative, being a problem basically. It's really disingenuous what she was doing. And when you start connecting the dots and seeing that this nigga Conscious Lee was in the video, it starts making a whole lot of sense. Now if you don't know who Conscious Lee is, let me show you his take on this brick lady situation. Give me a second.
Woman known as Brick Lady charged in Houston after being accused of making the whole thing up, raising $42,000. So nobody read the article though, huh? Consciously, when are you gonna apologize because that little heifer was scamming? I told you she was scamming, she was lying. When you gonna apologize? The apology better be as loud as the support for her too.
As you can see, this guy really hates being proven wrong, especially when it was a hill that wasn't worth dying on in the first place. I mean, everybody at the time was calling this chick a liar. If you use common sense, you could kind of tell she was a liar from the get-go, just off the video. In the original video, when she was recording and she had gotten hit, she was sitting there like, oh my god, look at all these black men around me, acting like black men were the reason basically she got hit, or the black man should have been protecting her or something. Bitch, they don't know you. Like, the entitlement. Anyway, Conscience Lee was proven wrong, and man, that guy, grown men with like colorful hair, like colorful colors in their hair, I don't get their psychology. But yeah, let's hear this clown and what he has to say.
And before we even get into what the article proves and disproves, let's state the obvious. A lot of y'all don't have as much hope and legitimacy into the system or the legal process until it's about disproving support of a black woman. Then all of a sudden, y'all become legal advocates because just a couple of days ago, y'all was all about Martin Luther Majors being a victim of the system because his victim lied about the details in which how it happened.
So since many of you don't know, Jonathan Majors, who was I think he still acts for Marvel, but at the time when that drama came out where his then girlfriend was saying that he was abusing her and beating on her and shit, he lost all his movie roles. He got damn near blackballed. I think he's coming back now, but if you watch that video of the quote-unquote abuse, the girlfriend is literally chasing Jonathan Majors down. Like, she's chasing him down. I mean, like you've never seen a woman chase somebody down before. I mean, she turned track star. And yet we're supposed to believe that he was abusing her. And Conscience Lee thinks these are two comparable scenarios. And he's about to prove himself wrong in a second, but this shit that Democrats do with the black woman grift is so infuriating. First of all, we all seen the video with Rhoda over there talking about some, oh, look at all these black men. The way she went about it, it's like, okay, this chick, something's up with her. And then the first thing she does is whip out her phone and try to reprimand black men talking about, oh, like what? Man, for all we know, you could have been trying to set that dude up. We don't know what the fuck the situation is. And we don't even know if he got really hit with a brick. That's why there was so much speculation. Like, okay, did this chick even get hit with a brick or is she trying to scam? See, that's really what the issue here is, actually. When it comes to Conscience Lee over here trying to be disingenuous, acting like he doesn't understand the social climate when it's coming to how Rhoda went about it, how she was trying to get sympathy off rip from the Cynthia G types, the moronic, dumb liberal niggas that don't really like doing research. They just, you know, they'll go off on what they see on the internet and they'll be like, oh, I'll give you my money, oh, I'll give you my sympathy, oh, I'll give you my attention. That is really the entire problem with what that was right there. That's why black men at the time and to this day react the same way they've been reacting to this chick. But Democratic shills are gonna Democratic shill. Anyway, let's continue.
The article proves that she was assaulted, but that she did not give the correct details about how it happened. According to charging documents, Osman and Douglas were in an argument and Douglas reportedly swung his right hand while holding what appeared to be a plastic bottle and struck Osman in the face. Now, why is the headline written in the way to presume she made the whole thing up when the article itself states that she was assaulted, but that she allegedly lied about how she was assaulted? So for the people in the back, the reason why she's being charged with fraud is because law enforcement has said, no, you were assaulted, but you lied about how you said you was assaulted. Therefore, all the money you raised is fraud, which literally leaves me scratching my goddamn head. Now, the GoFundMe that is being called into question was about helping her recover and paying for medical bills because she was assaulted. Now, the article itself states that she was assaulted. So what a fraud come in? So y'all gonna piss on my hand and tell me it's raining, huh? The article also states They were able to find video of the defendant and another person who they believe was the accused assaulter. They got in the car. They both got out the car. The defendant slapped the male, who responded by slapping her back.
The defendant slapped the male, and the male responded by slapping her back. So it wasn't assault. It was mutual combat. This guy just read that and is going to skip over that as if he didn't just read what he just read. And then he's gonna do all that fast talking cornball shit to try to make it seem like he made sense, to try to make it seem like he really did something right there. I don't get how you niggas can sit there and watch people like this dude. There's nothing genuine about this guy, it seems. There's no way you can skip past that and try to tell us that she was just assaulted and was just a victim. And then you look at the video and how she was talking about black men, it's very clear that she has ulterior motives. She was trying to get paid. GoFundMe ban. Buddy, she's done this thing before. Go do your research. She's literally done this scam before. Back in 2020, it was the same story. She's done this before. I'm not going to say this again.
He did have a water bottle on his hand, and we think that's what left a mark on her face, but it was mutual combat. That's what they said. So they charged this woman with fraud because she said she was hit by a brick, but they said she was hit by a water bottle, but they do acknowledge she was hit. They do acknowledge it was marks left on her face. So she can't get a GoFundMe to take care of what. And then this really the part that had me scratching my ass. TikTokers provide police information on Osmond false claims past alleged scams. During the investigation, detectives said they received call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and blogger on TikTok, who believed Osmond was conducting a scam because similar situation happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Daphne Sutton, the queen of accountability that literally made about 30, you know what I'm saying, it's exaggeration, I say probably like 10 to 15 different Twitter videos about her calling Houston law enforcement and saying, hey, Ro, yeah, she's scamming. Queen of accountability. So according to law enforcement, it was a plastic water bottle that left this mark on her face. Not no saline, not no injections, not that she made it up, like it was a water bottle apparently. Second thing, they claim in the article it was mutual combat, that's what the law enforcement said, but one individual had a object, the other one did not, and the individual that had an object was a man, but it's mutual combat. Interesting.
Okay, I let that run way too long. This guy's not saying a mother effing thing. He mentions that Daphne, you should go check out Daphne. She's the one that was really doing all the heavy lifting, trying to get that woman in prison, trying to have her be held accountable. I'm not gonna lie. This guy Lee wants to mention her, and he's talking about, oh, well, she called up like 30 times. I did this scamming. I mean, she was scamming, buddy. She was scamming. So what? I don't even know why you're trying to act like Daphne was in the wrong for doing that, but okay, retard. Anyway, I'm trying to get to what's the point of what his rambling is about, and I cannot. So I'm just gonna cut it short. This guy, I don't understand how anybody can follow this guy. He has literally no intelligence. All he has is funny faces, the stereotypical Tyler Perry movements and mannerisms. I'm trying to curse less. And he just seems like a moron. So we're gonna cut it there. Back to the original recording. Just a little video covering that. This scamming tether got what she deserved. Goofball alert. Guilty. And just a little tidbit before I get out of here. I am so tired of you cornball ass niggas doing nothing but worshiping ass. They locking away a lot of ass in that jail. She got a fat ass though. She got a fat ass. When are you niggas gonna learn that these women aren't gonna take you seriously ever? Because all you're doing, they already know where your brain is working. Think about this. That woman already knows how you're thinking. So it's gonna be easier to control you. But besides that, nigga, you old niggas just act like you, man, all right, I ain't finna rant on it. But yeah, that's gonna be a thing on my channel, bro. She got a fat ass though. She got a fat ass. She can burn my house down. Hold on. She can burn my house down. She got a fat ass though. She got a fat ass.